The Silencer issue 16, which is Dan Abnett writing with V. Kenneth Marion on the art. This is the sister, the evil sister who killed the brother from Silencer. So Smoke. Yeah, Smoke's the name. So Silencer shows up to grab Smoke when she's on the move. And some of the best stuff about this book is the action, because that 2-page spread of her riding in the motorbike is fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and then so basically, Talia's over the comm saying, Silencer, kill her right now, just kill her. And it's like, can't. She turns into smoke, bullets ain't doing shit.
And then she's saying to quiet us on the side, going, get the airstrike ready.
Yeah. And basically, Smoke can kind of sense, her memories or her history, and like says, you care about this family, blah blah blah. And Talia is starting to suspect that maybe the reconditioning didn't quite take.
And obviously Talia's hearing this, going, damn it, I knew it.
Yeah. And Quietus is kind of on her side though. Quietus is kind of like on the sly talking to Honor a lot about what's going on. But we have this chase scene where basically Smoke's announcing that she's going to go after Honor's family. So we have this great action scene where she's chasing her on the bike and she's in this purple car.
Yeah, because it turns out that her quiet powers, because they stop vibrations, essentially, that's how they work. Right. It stops Smoke vibrating at a molecular level to phase the way she has been. But
it does make it mean that she's like kind of a natural nemesis and that she can actually counteract her power in some way. But yeah, so there's a great 2-page layout here where Smoke intentionally drives the car she's in into an oil tanker, which completely blows up, and Honor has to kind of skid the bike to avoid going into it. And it kind of puts her out for a bit, and she's kind of left in a bad place. Luckily, the drones that Talia sent to bomb her kind of show up at this point, so Honor does not get killed. But she's like talking to Quietus back at a motel, over the comms, and like, hey, I need to get to my family. And Quietus is like, no, Talia wants you here. I can stall her for 24 hours if you want to go and save your family, but that's all you've got. So, and Smoke goes and kills some of the weapons dealers that Leviathan use. So there's a bit of an action sequence there, but ultimately, we have back at the house, like, kids going to bed, dad's reading the story, and he gets this mysterious call saying, hey, we work for the security company, you have to leave now, something bad's coming. And he's not willing to believe them, and he thinks this is all some crazy hoax. And then the book ends with this book's had some really good cliffhangers. This one is just Honor comes in the window, and remember, he thinks she's dead, but she comes in the window in full Silencer costume and just says, hello Blake, don't make a sound. And it's like, alright, so if this is wrapping up in 2 issues, which it is, it feels like, we're ending with him finding out who she is, and she's going to have to save her family.
Sweet.
So
it's a pretty good ending.
Yeah, it's all ramping up.
It sticks.
Yeah.
How great would it be that she shows up and saves, like, Lois during Leviathan? Like,
oh sure, that'd be great.
That would make me so happy.
I think it is going to stick just because it's the last 2 issues. I think we're ending. So
no, I didn't mean stick as in they go through with it. I meant stick as in stick the landing.
Oh sure, okay, sure. Yeah. So no, I've really enjoyed Silencer. I'm actually really sad it's ending. I think it's become a really consistent action book, and I am all for Honor and Silencer showing up wherever else she pleases.
It became the surprise hit of this this imprint.
This and Terrifics. Well, and then Sideways was good too.
Well, here's the thing. Terrifics wasn't a surprise though.
No, we expected that to be good.
That was the one we thought, that's the safe one.
That was the one sure hit, but Silencer was the genuine surprise of this is actually great. Especially once we switched artists, and then I think the last couple of batches of books, the last couple of arcs, and it have been especially good. So, I hope that eventually like a hardcover or something with like just all 18 issues, just as like a hey. I think actually 19. It was an annual, wasn't there? So 19.
It was an annual, yeah.
Yeah.
A small omnibus.
Yeah. But I really like it. I think it seems like it's going to more or less tell a complete story. This is a natural place to kind of build up to as our family finding out and ultimately breaking away from Talia.
And then still leaves it in a place where we can have more adventures later.
Potentially, yeah. Although if they want to sell it as though she actually does get out of the life and just gives her a happy ending, that kind of works too.
Oh, yeah, but I think it's the sort of thing where you can do that, but it's always there where we can call her back into action if needs be.
I don't think it'd be Talia necessarily. I feel like Talia could be the reason why she comes back, but it may not be like Talia's the one.
I don't necessarily mean Talia. I just mean, okay, shit's going down.
Leviathan Rising is a really like the whole Leviathan event. If they somehow work Silencer into that because of her connection to Talia, that could be great.
Yeah, that's what I would love. Like she's a free agent,
place for it, isn't it?
Yeah. And man, she ends up like we end up getting Checkmate. She ends up being one of the main like field ops. I forget. I don't know all the titles. I still have to read that book, but they're all based off of chess pieces.
Yeah. So
she could be like the Black Knight or the White Knight or whatever of Checkmate. That'd be dope. Well, not Checkmate, but you know what I mean. An organization like it.
Yeah, but I mean, the standout for me. I mean, the cliffhanger is great. The what it's building up to is great. Yeah. I love the action scenes though. That chase that ended with the tanker was just great. It felt like an action scene in a movie, like a well done one.
I loved in
with the
bike
last
issue
through the wall.
Yeah.
I love in the last issue the thread with Blake and the security guys that are there for his own protection, and he starts getting wise to him. He's like, "Well, wait a minute. If you're from the security company, why y'all dressed like Secret Service?" Like, so the fact that they're still in there, whatever purpose they serve. I'll give this a read.
We're a classy security service. That's what.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty great.
Yeah. We give it a car.
I will give it. I'll give it a 7.5.
I'll give it an 8.
It's real good.
I'm going to give Silencer an 8. Really. I mean, I've typically always really liked this book now, but it's a really good issue.